Hey guys, it's Julie Salant. How are you? I'm your intuitive healer for your life and business. I'm a badass healer. I'm an animal communicator, and I do a lot of really cool things to help you find your gifts and leverage them and find your soul's mission, why you're here on earth, how to use your gifts, and how to really be the successful person that you really want to be. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing. Welcome to the family. And we go by life path numbers. We don't go by astrological zodiac signs. Um, Life path numbers. I'm trying to find a calculator for you guys. If you don't know what your life path number is, this is for number threes. And I will try to find something to put up there that will work for you. But basically, you just take your birthday, the month, the day, and the year, you add up all the numbers, and then you bring it down to the lowest common denominator number. So this is for life path 3, okay? So for each of you, I am a channeler. I channel messages from spirit, from God, from the universe, from the archangels, from your ancestors. And I'm here to help you illuminate your path. And I love it when you guys leave me comments, and I read every single one and respond to them all. Hopefully this will resonate with you. This is a general reading. So if it doesn't, just don't try to make it fit, and maybe the next one will, but hopefully this one will, so I can give you at least some insight. So thank you for being here. You are life path number 3. And if you don't know what that is, each life path number has their own designation, and you guys are the communicators, okay? So you're very, very good at speaking. You're extroverts. You love people. You are creative, artistic, very career driven. You're very talented with words, obviously. You're inspiring and optimistic. And your sole purpose is to develop creative self-expression and inspire others. And you have very quick minds, okay? So you cannot handle like the 9 to 5. It's very boring for you. You need something. You're the type of people that you lay down at night and your mind just goes and goes and goes. I'm the same way. Some of the negative shadow sides that you have to be aware of is that your shadow lives in your desire to be perfect, okay? So be careful what expectations you put onto for yourself and for others, because that can stop you and slow you down. You will have a lot of things you want to deny or disguise. You can be obsessive, you can be extravagant, and you can escape the fantasy life because you'll be bored with this life and think it's either boring or you're not getting what you want out of it. And you can also turn to addictions as well. That's potentially. But try to turn to the positive things that you bring to the table, because there are a lot of them. And what I do here is I like to give you some messages from spirit and from your ancestors. And as I always say, I roll with an awesome team. I am an animal communicator. The animals do come through to help you illuminate and get messages for your mission. And they also will loan you the attributes that you no longer, you don't have right now. And if you would like a video on how to identify your totem animal and how to work with your totem animal, please let me know, because everybody has 1 or 2 or 3, and they're here to help you. They love people more than you know. So I'm not a card reader, but I use cards just to help you see something visually. I do have a couple oracle cards that I pulled. I pulled a couple of dragon cards and some animal cards as well. So I will begin by channeling for you. So give me one moment. And guys, just to recap really quickly, if you do not meditate, I would strongly suggest that you do so. And I'm not one of those people, and you probably aren't either, because you have a very quick mind. Those people that goes like, if that works for you, awesome. But it doesn't work for me because my mind just goes. So what I do is I use music. I'm a very music-driven person. I can leave a playlist if you want me to, let me know. I have certain songs that are kind of like dreamy and put me in the right place so that I can hear from spirit right away. And as I always say, the reason that you meditate is to connect with your power, right? Because you have your archangels, you have God, spirit, the universe, whatever you believe in. I believe in God, but you can believe in whatever you want, as well as your ancestors, who are all willing to give you information and love and guidance and wisdom. And the only way to do that is to connect in with these beings. And so right now, I've got all of these beautiful beings surrounding me, and I've asked them to please help me to give you messages. And I'm going to ask your ancestors to please give me messages as well. But they can be around you, but if you don't ask for help, they can't step in. So it's very important that you ask. Sorry, it's my cat. Stop. That you ask for help. Okay. So let's get down to it. So meditation is key. Okay. So let's do this. So I've already called in my archangels, and I call in Archangel Michael. Please be with me now. Archangel Uriel, please be with me now. Archangel Gabriella, please be with me now. Archangel Raphael, please be with me now. Archangel Metatron, please be with me now. To God, Spirit, I ask that you please be with me now, and my own Archangel Jediah and Romeo. I ask that you protect us from the north and the south, the east and the west, above, below, and forward and back. And I also ask that Life Path 3, any of their ancestors that would like to come forward and give some information and some loving encouragement or guidance for who's ever listening, I would really appreciate that. So thank you so much. Everyone take a really deep breath in. Set the intention and focus on your heart that you have the intention to receive any messages that are for you. And let it out. Okay. Life Path 3. God, what do you want me to tell them? What do they need to know most right now? Okay, they are showing me a beautiful meadow with flowers in it. Tons and tons and tons of flowers. Gorgeous. But the problem is that you are seeing all of these choices and you don't know which way to go, which means that you don't make any choice at all, but it's still a choice. Okay, so stick with me for a minute. So let's just say that you're in a field. It's beautiful. It's got all these beautiful flowers. As a matter of fact, today I was taking pictures of some lilacs. I love lilacs. They smell so good. And I thought, oh, I used to have those when I was a kid and I just love them. But if you showed me lilacs and then you showed me lupins, and then you showed me, tulips, like I would kind of be like, what do I do now? Because I love them all, right? This is what's being presented to you right now. For some of you, you're at a crossroads right now where you're here and you can go to the right, you can go straight, or you can go left. And every one of these paths looks amazing, but you cannot see down the path ultimately at the very end. You can just see what's right in front of you, but they all look good. So you don't know which way to go. You're afraid that if you move forward at all, you'll make a mistake that's tragic that you can't come back from. A lot of you are at a crossroads in your life right now where you've been doing the corporate thing for a while. And right now, with the way the world is, things have changed and you're no longer happy with what's in front of you. It could be professionally speaking, a job. It could be even if you're self-employed, you need to do something different. It could be in a marriage. It could be with a spouse. It could be with a partner. It could be even where you're living. I'm hearing that a lot of you don't like where you're living. You're fed up. I'm hearing that a lot of you are waking up and going, I hate my life. I hate my life. Can I just get close to you for a minute and tell you something? I went through this like 2.5 years ago. I woke up and I hated everything. I hated where I lived. I lived in a place that was very cold. The spring and the summers were gorgeous in the fall, but the winters were super cold. I'm talking minus 10 degrees, 10 feet of snow. Hated it. I'm a beach person. I didn't like my job. I wasn't using my gifts. Wasn't making enough money. I wasn't happy with the way I looked. I was overweight. And I just thought, I am not a spring chicken anymore, and I'm not happy. I need to change everything. And within a very short time, I did. Now I lost weight. Now I work out 6 days a week. Now I try to make sure every cup is full, physically, mentally, spiritually, to bring prosperity to my life. Because I'm going to say this again, if you don't know, every cup needs to be full. They're not separate silos. They're all connected. So your emotional cup is connected to your physical cup, is connected to your spiritual cup, and they all need to be full to have abundance come towards you. And abundance isn't just money, it's prosperity, it's joy, it's love, it's happiness, it's revenue, but it's your heart being happy. And I'm being told that a lot of you, because of these external things being here, you're disconnected from your heart. And this is a big deal. Okay. I'm just going to write this down. You're disconnected from your heart. This is exactly what I do. My gift is being able to reconnect you back to your heart. My gift is that I can look at you and see where you're blocked energetically and remove those blocks and then bring in pure source light and then bring you into alignment and figure out what your gifts and soul mission is here on earth. And I am able to give you a much bigger purpose and vision for your life than you already have, or you may not have one at all. You are disconnected from your heart. And if you are, you know it. And if you are disconnected, you have lost your power source. You have lost your way. You have lost your like zest for life. And you could be going through a dark night of the soul. Everything could have been working fine for years in any of those departments. And all of a sudden, they're not working anymore. And this is very scary for you because you don't understand why. Have I changed that much as a person? The outside world has changed so much in the last year and a half due to COVID. But I mean, why can't I find any joy? Why can't I find any happiness? Why is it that the thing that I did for so long or the person that I was with for so long all of a sudden isn't fitting the bill when they fit the bill for so many years before? Your ancestors and spirit and your archangels are telling you this is happening for a reason. You need to grow. It's time for you to grow. It's time for your next level. And it's time for you to step up. And you're being asked to do something which is difficult, but not impossible, which is to take a look at what's not working and really ask yourself why. Is it really that thing has changed? Has the person changed? Has the job changed? Or have you changed inside? And I'm betting it's because you've changed, because you've grown as a person. You're a communicator, right? You love speaking, you love helping, you love people, you love to inspire, you're very creative, you're very artistic, you love words, you're very career driven, you have lots of talents. Your sole purpose is to help others express themselves, and you inspire them by leading them, by being you. That's amazing. You guys are amazing people. But you're saying right now, I don't feel amazing. I feel like shit, actually. Nothing's working for me, Julie. And I'm too old. It's too late. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough connections. I go through this with every single life path number. But for you guys, it's different because you guys are communicators, which means that it hits you on a lot of different levels, a lot harder than it would some other signs. Your ancestors are saying, we did and were where you are right now. We thought it was too late for us, and we gave up. We gave up on life. We thought it's too late for me. I'm in my 50s or my 40s. It's never going to happen. It's not going to happen. And they gave up and they did the traditional, quote unquote, air quotes, if you're listening to me, route. And the traditional route doesn't always work unless that's what you choose. They are asking you to choose for yourself a new life and not to be scared and to go out on a limb and choose what works for you and only you. In other words, they're asking you to do something you've never done before, and that's to take the life preserver for yourself, because you've always taken care of everyone else. It doesn't matter what gender you are. This has been bred into you and born into you, and you've taken it as gospel. So even if you're hurt so badly, you still want to help other people. And that's so admirable. And I'm the same way. But there comes a time when you need to take a hold and say, I need that life preserver myself, because it's your life and you only get one life. There's no do-overs. I pulled some cards for you, some oracle cards. And when I pull these cards, I don't really look at them. The message that comes through for you is what I give to you. And then always these cards make sense. So if you're listening, I'll describe it to you. The first one, it says iceberg, and it shows a big iceberg, and it says submerged. And underneath, so you see a big iceberg, and then you see only half of it, and then the other half's underneath. And this is how you feel right now. You feel like you're underwater. You feel like you're submerged. You feel like you need somebody to reach their hand out literally and be like, I'll help you. But even then, you don't know if it's going to work. You feel like you're going to just go under and it's over. And I'm hearing that's not the case at all. I'm hearing you need to shift your perception. Just like this iceberg, there's two ways to look at it. You can look at it as if you only see the top and that's all there is. And then you'll never know the great depths that you can go to that will bring you to the most success you'll ever have, the most love that you'll ever have, and the happiest you'll ever be. Or you can look at the iceberg and see and know that it's submerged and it's huge. Even if you can't see it with your eye, they're telling me to think about your eyes and your third eye, that a lot of you, they're putting signs in front of you and you're not seeing them, or you're missing them on purpose. You're deliberately self-sabotaging yourself with it's subconscious. It's not conscious, it's subconscious. They'll give you an angel number like 1111 and you just ignore it. Iceberg being submerged is all about what you have to give underneath what you can't see or anybody else can see. And you need to know that you have so many talents, but you need to reach for them and bring them from underneath up to the surface. The second one I got was river. And this was interesting because river, it says movement, right? They're telling you that just like water, be like water. Water can't be contained. Water flows, and it can, if you put a barrier in front of it and go above it, it can go around the sides, it can go underneath it. And it also changes form. It can be in the form of an ice cube. It can be in the form of ice. It can be free flowing, but it gives sustenance to everything within it and everything it touches. It helps the soil. It helps everything that lives within it. It helps humans. It helps animals. Movement is key here for you. So once you figure out what's submerged, which are your gifts, and bring them to the light, you need to start moving with them and working with them. The longer you sit in I can't, the harder it will be to move forward. Then I got the shaman. I've never gotten this card, you guys. This is amazing. I relate to a lot of Native American in my past, and it says ancient healing wisdom. I said, you have everything you need to move forward. Whether you believe that or not is up to you. But you got the shaman card, and I don't get cards for no reason. Shamans, what did they do? They communicated. They would bless the natives before they went out. They would bless the food. They would take care of the tribe. They would do medicine healings. They would heal you if you were sick. They would call on your ancestors for help and great spirit. And you can do the same. Chances are there are some of you right now listening, you are a shaman. You just don't know it yet. They're asking you to take a look at yourself unemotionally. Don't assign emotion to it. And really realize the gifts that you have, because you have many that I'm hearing you're not using, almost kind of out of spite. Like, yeah, I can do that, but I choose not to because it's stupid, or I don't know how, or I don't feel like it's a gift. I feel it's a curse. I was there, trust me. But the shaman card does not come out for no reason. Ancient healing wisdom is within you. You just need to understand you have it and then figure out how to pull it out. And if you don't know how to do it, find someone that can help you. Like, I can help you with that. Reach out to me. There are other people that can help you. Reach out. So I did also pull, I thought I'd get 3, but I got 4 cards for you for Animal Spirit Totem. Remember, I am an animal communicator. The animals come out because they want to help you and give you their attributes that you currently don't have. And the first one I got was Wasp Spirit. And it says, sometimes life stings. And it's so interesting that this came out because I was just out in the lanai before we had this crazy weather pattern change. And there was a wasp out there inside the lanai. So I was like, okay, I got to get this thing out. So I got it out, put it outside. Literally 2 minutes later, either the same guy got back in or another guy got back in. And I was going to like try and get him out. And then I thought, you know what? If he just wants to hang and help me, let him do it. Sometimes it's hard and difficult to hear that you have so much potential, but you have not accessed it or used it on purpose. You have self-sabotaged yourself. Sometimes it's hard to hear that what you've had for so long in place is no longer working. And you need to face that. And you can't pretend that everything's okay, even though you want to. And you could, but you're only hurting yourself. They're telling me that the faster that you step out, the faster you'll heal. The next one was Coyote Spirit, which is beautiful. It says, trust in divine detours. A lot of you out there trust and believe in God, like I do, spirit, the universe, but you are ignoring every sign you get. Why? There's something bigger than us that has a plan. And as I said at the beginning, you signed up for this, whether you know it or not. You signed up as a soul and said, I will be here at this particular time on earth to shine my light and to help others and to help myself. Trust in divine detours. Some of you are being guided to do something completely different than you've ever done before, and it scares the hell out of you. And I've been there, girl. Guys, I know. Doing this is not easy for me. It took me so long for spirit to tell me to do this. And then I realized it's not about me. It's not about me. It's about you. If you're being guided to do something different, listen to that voice. Maybe you're being guided to be creative again. Maybe you're being guided to paint again or write again or speak again. Maybe you have a great idea that needs to come to fruition. Make it happen. The next one I got was Badger Spirit. Be fearless and bold. How awesome is that, right? Be fearless and bold. If you don't make the decision to move forward, that's still a decision that you made, and you just stay where you are. And eventually, just so you know, your gifts don't stay, they stay just dormant. They don't go away because they're your birthright. So be fearless and bold and reach for your gifts. And then I got Koi Fish, and it says there's always enough. Some of you are living in time consciousness that's negative. There's not enough time. There's not enough money. There's not enough ideas. There's not enough to go around. There's not enough of anything. And this is stopping you in your tracks. You'll have a good idea and then you just stop. And you're like, I can't do that. There's not enough time. There's not enough resources. I can't do it. Holy Spirit's here to remind you there's always enough. With the Badger, be fearless and bold. Reach for your dreams. The Coyote, trust in the divine. And the Wasp, sometimes life stings, but sometimes the things that give you a detour are exactly where you need to be. Spirit's telling me to tell you exactly where he needs you to be. There are no mistakes. I don't make mistakes. And you might be saying to yourself, I really wish I could have done this 5 years ago. And I'm hearing you wouldn't have been ready. Your heart wouldn't have been ready to receive. Your mind wouldn't have been ready to open to receive and hear things. And you need to allow that. It's real, right? It's really real. I pulled some dragon cards because I do roll with dragons. You may or may not understand or be into this, but dragons are amazing creatures. You can't have a dragon on demand. They are earned, and they come when they decide to come, and they stay as long as they want to stay. I have a dragon activator session that I activate your dragon's mind, come up and then activate yours. But dragons only come to certain people. They don't roll with people that aren't ready because why waste our time? They're very smart. They are here to guide you and love you, protect you, give you wisdom. And the first one I got was Royal Blue and Gold Dragon. And it says, strengthens you to stand in your power with wisdom. Awaken to your own majesty. Wear your cloak of power with pride. What did I just say? Wow. If you're just listening to me, this is a blue dragon, a royal blue and gold dragon. It's up on a throne and it's holding a scepter, a sword actually, with a royal robe. strengthens you to stand your power with wisdom, awaken to your own majesty, wear your cloak of power with pride. You have power here. I just told you that some of you don't believe there's always enough. Koi fish, there's always enough, and you don't believe it. The dragon's saying there is. There is enough. You just need to tap into it. The second one I got was the air and water dragon. Beautiful green dragon, kind of looks like a gecko coming out of the water. And it says, helps you to connect to higher frequencies, trust your intuition, develop your psychic abilities, be open to enlightenment, express your inner song, right? So many of you are writers, musicians, creatives. This is specific, but I'm getting this for someone, so I have to say it. You used to be very creative. You were all your life, you were born with creative abilities. You could write, you could sing, you could dance, you could make music. And something happened in your life and you stopped. Somebody told you you couldn't do it. It wasn't realistic, quote unquote. And so you stopped. Except what they didn't know was this was your joy. Being creative is a joy within you. It makes your heart sing. And the air and water dragon is saying, connect back to that frequency of creating, because creating is where your strength lies. I say, even if you don't show it to anybody, just start again, because it's a part of you and you love it and you're good at it. Not everybody can do what you do. Trust your intuition, develop your psychic abilities, be open to enlightenment, express your inner song. The last one I got was the green dragon. This one's green, and boy, this one, wow, this one's in the field, in the with all the trees, and this one's holding a key, a green key, and it says helps you to tune into the secrets of nature, receive answers and guidance from nature, align with your divine essence. Wow. The green dragon reminds me of growth, right? Just like plants grow. Right now we have springs here and all of these beautiful flowers and plants are coming out, and they look dead like just a month ago, right? They look dead. They had no flowers on them, nothing, and lifeless, but they're not. And you're not either. It's time for you to tune into the greatness of who you are. Stop deflecting, stop stopping yourself, and start grabbing and working with what you're good at, because I guarantee it will bring the song back into your heart that you're disconnected from right now. And for you to move forward in life as be a happy person, you need to connect back in with your heart. And the best way to do that is through what the dragons are saying. Be open to enlightenment, strengthen your power, stand in your power, right? Awaken to your true divinity. All right, guys, I hope this helped you. Please do like, share, subscribe. Do leave me comments. I hope this helped you and resonated for you. Again, this is, channeling from spirit, from your ancestors. And again, I love doing this for you, and I hope this helps you. Leave me a comment. Let me know if it does. If you do want me to give you a totem animal video, I will. Let me know. And please like, share, and subscribe so we can get all the more people on board with the life path thing, because I think it's amazing. All right, guys, thanks so much. Take care.